Hi everyone, it's Sue here from Scrappy Juice Sue. I'm going to do a video for the Let's Make Ephemera series. It's just an ongoing series of just making any ephemera that, you know, I kind of want to make. So sometimes it'll be things I've never made before, and sometimes it'll be things that I have seen other people make. So today I was looking at Roxy's weekly challenges on Roxy Creations, and she does weekly challenges. I mean, I never started from the beginning. I don't know how long they've been going on for, but they are 45 minutes long, and the one that I saw I like the look of because I've never made them before, and she calls them transparent book page pockets. It's week 31 of Roxy's weekly challenge. So I don't know what week she's up to at the moment. As I say, I'm just dipping in and out of different things. So I believe Roxy saw these on Pinterest and thought they were interesting. So I'm going to give them a go today. So I'm going to ask Alexa in a minute to set the timer. She already heard her name. And this is what it looks like. So I made a prototype. You make them out of book page or any old paper you've got. Bear in mind that if you want to glue them into your journal, that's going to be covered up on the back, you know, on your journal page. So say this was your journal page, something like that. You put it on your journal page and you've got a nice area to put some ephemera in, or it can be used as happy mail. So I'm using various different book pages, and you want some vellum, and it can be plain vellum, it could be tracing paper, or it could be printed vellum or tracing paper, or it could even be acetate. And so this prototype I made, I've used plain vellum because I haven't managed to get my printer to print on vellum yet. I'm still working on that, and I've just embellished it. So it's literally a page out of my glue book page actually, and it is, I've inked around the edge with vintage photo distress ink, and I've stamped some ferns on here, just using this Distress Oxide Rustic Wilderness, but you can use anything. You don't have to stamp on them, you don't have to do anything if you don't want to. And then I've just embellished it with some webbing behind one of Tracy Fox's labels. Sorry, I'm a bit brain dead. It's Monday and it's after work, so God, why do I do these things? Anyway, this will go up probably on Friday actually, and I'm going to try and think of something else to do in between. So we've got Marguerite's 52-week collage challenge 2022 series, excuse me, that goes up tonight on a Monday. Then I've got on Wednesday, I've got another episode of my Lapbook Folio. Nothing on Thursday. This will go up Friday, so I'm trying to sort of fill in a few things. So I'm working it back up slowly but surely after Christmas and the New Year, because I work 4 full-time days now a week. I don't want to overburden myself because I'll just get stressed out and I won't enjoy it. Okay, so let's make some. So I'm going to set the timer 45 minutes. So Alexa, can you put a timer on for 45 minutes from now, please?
45 minutes, starting now.
Okay,
By the way, did you know you can have more than one timer running at once? Just try setting another timer.
Alright, hopefully she's not going to keep gabbling on about different stuff. Sorry about that. And hopefully she will come back in 45 minutes and tell me my time is up. This will be a challenge in itself, because as you all know, I can waffle on. Right, so these are pages out of my glue book. These are out of my altered book. As you can see, these are rejects. This is the dictionary page. So let's get going. There's no no rhyme or reason, no size. You can do whatever you like. So first of all, we're going to tear off the white edges. All I will say is what Roxy advised. You do need some pages that's got plenty of writing on, is the advice. So take off these strips. Okay, so we're going to use this dictionary page first. Now, I want to make them different sizes. So let's see, what shall we do? Shall we make a smaller one? So just going to take it down there, and then all you do is so we take a bit of more off, I think, because I don't want it to end up the same size as the one I made. Okay, so then you fold it over, down that side, down that side, so left and right sides, folding it, no particular size, whatever size pocket you want. Okay, so that's going to be the size of our pocket, which is quite cute. So Roxy then suggested that this little box here, which I tend to just cut straight across, but she cut somehow like that, I think. So we do that. Okay, because I'm not very good at this bit of cutting. I find it difficult for some reason. And then you want it so that the sides are covered by the bottom flap. Okay, so that's all you need to worry about. And then we'll put that to one side. Okay, let's do another one. So we might as well use up this other book page. So we'll take a little bit off the top with this one, I think, and we will make one slightly different size again, folding down the left and the right side and folding up the bottom. Okay, so I don't have any real vellum that's printed on really, so what she did suggest, if you're using printed vellum, you might want to make the most of this window, so you want to might want to make these narrower. Okay, so it's entirely up to you, so that you can see your printed vellum basically a bit easier than, you know, if you've got printed vellum, it's a shame to cover it up, isn't it, basically. Okay, so that's the corners off. So again, that's ready. So I'm going to put that one over there. Now I've got this bigger book page. This is from the altered book. So let's see what can we do with this. So let's do a tall one. So let's have it this way round. So let's take the edges off first. The blank strips. Like that. Oh, I didn't do that very well. Let's go down one line. I'm because I know I'm on a timer, I'm going to be the quickest you've ever seen me. You won't believe it. Right, stick all that rubbish over there. We won't stop to worry about that. So we're going to have a tall one. And I think we'll take this down to here, like so, and then we're going to have a tall one, so we're going to fold down that left side and the right side and fold up the bottom, so we've got a nice tall one. I like the tall ones. Okay, so if you want to use your bone folder and give that a bit of a crease, that's entirely up to you. Okay, so I'm just going to cut the corners, trying not to cut them too deep. Okay, so that's number 3. So we're going to make 6. Okay, that's the challenge I've decided, 6. Okay, let's use another piece of this book page here. So again, taking off the sides, top, and the bottom. Get rid of those. Because my bin's under my desk, I'm going to find something that I can, yeah, so I'm going to have another toolish one, so I'm going to take it down to there, I think. Yeah, I'm going to invest in I had tins at Christmas, you know. I've thrown some kind of tins away, you know, like the sweet, well, I say they're tins. They used to always be in a tin, but they're not in a tin anymore. They're in plastic, aren't they? Like everything else. Plastic this and plastic that. And all the tins used to become collectibles, like Quality Street tins, you know, the sweets at Christmas. I must have a look and see if I've got anything left in that. Not that we've got any sweets left, of course. My husband's got sweet tooth. And so have I. And so far, my New Year's resolutions for, you know, healthy eating, weight loss and all of that have fallen by the wayside so far. So first of all, you have to eat up all your Christmas stuff, don't you? It's a waste otherwise. So that's 4. Okay, let's use this reject book, Walter's book page, which looked like it's going to be a top pocket. Be a bit more careful when tearing, even though I'm in a hurry, because I don't like the edges to be too jaggedy. So I'm going to take this down. Let's have one even a little bit taller than the last one. Yes, I'm just going to just take that off because it's not even. So whilst it doesn't matter about your measurements, so you can just choose what size you want as you go along, like I'm doing, it does kind of matter, I think, if it's going to be rough or smooth. You know, I don't want the top to be too rough, so I just give that a bone folder down. Again, where that box is, just cutting that corner and just cutting that corner in a little bit of a circle, well, not a circle, but, you know, curve. So that's another one. That's about the same as one of the others I've made, so that didn't come out any different in size really. So that's 3, 5. Let's do one more. And I'm not going to look at the clock, which is on my mobile, which is overlooking the desk filming this. So I've got that one. How about we make this one just a tiny bit shorter than, a bit taller than the other one, a bit shorter than that, and see how we get on. So I just heard a noise. I'm thinking Paddy Dog might be trying to get in, even though Daddy has come home. Daddy didn't go into work today because he's going to be first aider for his workplace, one of them anyway, and so he had to go into the town next to our Salisbury and get certificated. So he's done a whole full-on one-day course for St John's First Aid, which is one of the companies over in the UK that do first aid. So that's it. Okay, let's put those to one side. Now I may use the guillotine for the vellum. So the next stage is bring them all back in, and then I'm going to take a pencil. Okay, hope you can see this. I'm sitting properly. So I want to measure vellum to go inside these. So all I'm doing is going down to that crease, down to the bottom crease, and I am going to measure it at the top with a mark, which won't show, and down here at that crease. And then I will use my chopper to chop it and make sure that it's straight. Okay, and then this bit here. Yeah, I think he might have been tapping at the door. Well, partly tapping, partly scratching. I keep telling him he's naughty to do that. So that fits in there like that. Okay, then that will be glued over like that, and there you have your transparent pocket. Okay, so I am going to cut all the vellum and then glue them. So let's do the next one. So we've got a piece here, so going to just measure it with the pencil like so, and find my marks. Just move that vellum out of the way. Okay, and then I want to, did I have another mark? Is this going to be, what have I done? Oh, I think I've kept the wrong piece, so I now need to cut it there. Right, that's it. Okay, so over there a second, and I want a straight edge at the top, so let's hope this is the right size, and it is. Just checking. No, it actually needs a tiny bit off it. My chopper doesn't like chopping vellum very much. Okay, I don't like the way vellum go, well, when I tear it, so that is still a bit tall. So I'm just going to take a bit off the bottom as quick as I can. Come on, time is ticking. Okay, right, that should be, they're still too wide. Would you believe it? Goodness me. Right. Okay, that's better. Right, so that's number, I've only done 2 so far. Right, number 3. Let's see, we've got a piece here. Number 3 is perfect in width. We just need to take the top off, and it will be about there. So that's a bonus. So that is that one. Okay, and then this one is a similar size. So let's see. Yes, edge to edge is perfect. What about top and bottom? slightly bit narrower, but I could glue it so that it's kind of centered like that, and then just take that top piece off. Okay, so that is perfect. Right, and we've got these two. So what have we got left? We need a new sheet, and we need let's find the line there, like so, and about there. Okay, so that is for this one. Like so. And then one more left. And we have a piece here. Now that's not going to be tall enough, so we have to cut a new piece. So we want it. I'm just taking that inside line there, and then I'm just going to go inside that one and just up above that bottom one. So take that. So it's one of these two pieces. Okay, let's move that now, that vellum, and I'll move the guillotine out of the way. Okay, which piece is it? Right, move the guillotine and then find that it's slightly too big, so I'm just going to take a tiny bit off the bottom and a tiny bit from here. Hopefully I can just cut this bit fairly straight. Oh. Impossible. Okay, that's fine. Right, so put the pencil back, we don't need that. So the next thing is bringing my glue book, and I'm using glue stick because as so you can have the bottom out, flap out, or inside. I like mine out, but I'm using a glue stick because, as Roxy quite rightly said, vellum does not like wet glue. It does, in my experience, go very wrinkly. So get it down the bottom, line it up at the top, and press down your edges. I find that the easiest way to glue it, and that's the first one done. Okay, second one. So all I'm doing is going down that creased piece, my folds either side, and then I'm placing mine in here. I'm lining it up here and here, and I'm just pressing my flap down onto it like so. And that's pocket number 2. I think we'll be right to do one more on this piece of book page. So again, so this I have to be careful with. This is a dictionary paper and it is a little bit precious, thinner. I'm going to go, this is the one I just need to, wait a minute, which way up is that? That's it. I need to just centre that one because it doesn't quite reach into those creases. That's fine, as long as it is covered by those side flaps. Okay, next one. Yeah, this is quite sticky, this glue stick, but I do like this particular make. This is Scotch. I prefer it to any of the others so far that I've tried, and I've tried a few actually. So I'm just placing the vellum in and folding it down. You can do this with any paper you've got. It doesn't have to be book page. It can be anything, but just bear in mind that unless it's free in a pocket, like freely in a pocket, floating is a word I suppose, or you know, you're just using it as a pocket for happy mail, then you know you will need to glue it onto a journal page if you're using it in a journal and it's not going to be floating. So if you want to glue it down, you're going to lose what's on the back. So I wouldn't use any kind of nice digitals, but it's a good way of using up scraps. So again, I'm just doing that, and let's turn this back over. That's it. Oh, we're done. Oh, so how many have we made? 2, 4, 6. We have made 6. Right, okay, let's decorate. So I have got out, just keep my glue page out for a minute, I'll just take one sheet. So I've got some stamps. I thought we would stamp over this. So I've got the Stampers Anonymous you've seen me use before. I quite like this one. This is just a cling stamp, so this has got the butterfly on and lots of bits in the background. So for this one, I think, let's see, which ones should we put this on? Let's do the 2 small ones. So I am just doing a portion of it, and I think we'll do it in the VersaFine Sepia. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm just going to get some ink on there, and it doesn't matter if you go over your flaps. So okay, that's one. Oh, it doesn't look like a butterfly. I should have centered it really, but it's fine. It's just background. So let's put that one down completely over the top of it, like so. That's quite nice. You don't have to stamp them at all. So that's a couple stamped. I will do something different with these two. Let's think, what can we do with these? Let's use a different leaf. So, and then we'll use the rustic wilderness, I think. I just do like stamping, as people probably know by now, who know me. I do stamp a lot of things. Stamp happy I am. So I'm going to use this leaf here. Don't know what type of leaf it is. And I'm just going to press it down on there. Never looks like there's anything on it. So give it a rub over it. But also be careful that you... Sorry, I've knocked the cable. Where's my wet wipe? Here it is. Right. Just wiping round that. And... Okay, so... Let's do this one, and I'm just going to take the leaf in the corner, press it down on here for a few seconds, and then I think I might just do another leaf kind of coming out from that one, sort of like that. Don't know what this will look like. That's quite nice. So that's, we'll leave that one to dry over there. Okay. We'll do one more stamped one. So let's pick a different. Let's pick this cling stamp here, and let's use the black. This is jet black, but it's not black, if you know what I mean. So I think that cling probably fit quite nicely. Make sure it's all inked up. You can see on the cling quite well, whereas on the transparent ones I find it difficult. So I think that's quite a nice size. I'm just going to go down to the bottom, and I'm just going to press that down. See what that, oh, that's beautiful. I like that. So if you're putting a tag in, say for instance you have it on your journal page, and we'll just move that out of the way, and you're putting a tag in, so this is just an example, you'll still be able to see what's in your one of your tags through the window. So that's quite nice. Let's see this mushroom one, does it fit? So that fits in, and you can see through there. So I like that effect. So I'm just going to go around the edges randomly with the rest of this ink that's left on there, like so. Okay. So that's that one, and the other two we won't do any stamping on. Right, hopefully I'm doing okay for time. I shall clean those stamps down after. There's no time for that. Right, let's put all that over there. Okay, so we'll go to the two that let's turn that over. Go to the two that we haven't decorated, and I have got some, so I've got some, you know, labels. I have got Tracy Fox labels, and I have some die cuts. So let's have a look at the die cuts first. A couple of butterflies here, and of course you may not want to do this. You may want to leave it until you put it in your journal, or if you're going to put it in your journal you may want to wait, because obviously you won't know, you know, what colour scheme you're going to be having. So I quite like the greens. I quite like layering these die cuts up. So that would, I think that's quite nice, like so. I think I'll go with that. So I don't want to cover the whole window. So something in the corner like that. So let's get that down on that one. So we want this first. Well, hopefully these are going to stick. So you can embellish them however you want to. And these are lovely die cuts that a lady called Violet Duran, she's got a shop on it, eBay, makes for me. I found her through Tanya at Tatty Treasure. I will link her shop. Oh, I don't know how well these are going to stick to this vellum. That's the only thing. Let's just give that a bit more down there. It doesn't look like they want to stick very well, but we'll see. If not, we may have to go around them at the end with a different glue. If you put plenty on, it should be okay. Oh, butterfingers. Yeah, that one's not wanting to stick down at all. So I'm just placing that one kind of in front. Use my dry wipe, stick that down. It may stick down eventually once it becomes a bit tackier. Okay, let's leave that to dry over there. And then this one, find another bit of book page. Okay, this one we will let's find a different colour scheme. So this is quite a nice one. It has to be cut down though. So if we had something like that, or is that too tall? Let's have a look. I've still got them in the packets they came in. Oh, that's a nice short one. Or you can use, I've got some fussy cut flowers and I've cut out from various things. But you know, I forget to use them because they're not obvious to me where they are. Unless you can have everything out on your desk, I feel it's easy to forget things. So maybe have that there. I don't like that one. Let's see what else there is. So, no. Let's go back to one of these. That's quite nice. Not happy with it. I think this one's probably not a very good colour. Let's see if we had that on the side. Not too keen on those. Right, let's have a look in a different packet. I hate the way they are so difficult though to manoeuvre about. So that's quite nice. It's a lavender colour. We could have one. We could have a pair of those, one higher than the other one. That's quite nice, isn't it? Okay, let's put those down. So let's put this one on first because it's a lighter colour. So I feel it needs to be in the background. Oh gosh, a lot of glue. So we put that one up as high as we can there. It's all sticking to me now. This is where I will lose time, I think, and it will go. Well, I don't know what her alarm sounds like when it goes off, because I haven't actually for. Right, so I'm not going to waste that glue. Oh, don't want too much on the vellum though. Right, okay. And then we'll just glue this other piece. Just use some of that. My hands. Oh, my wet wipes seem to be drying very quickly. I only got that out literally just before I came on to video. Okay. Right. Let's see what we can do with this one. So they are looking very similar. Oh gosh, now this is all going wrong. I will have to glue this with something else, so we'll put that kind of there. See if I can get that to bend round a bit. Yeah, that's better. Right. Oh, dear me. Give that a press down. And we'll trim the bottom. Right, let's trim the bottom quick as we can. Like so. So that's all of them done. Right. I think that is glued. It's where the vellum's sticking out that it looks like it isn't. Okay. So now these, let's see if we've got a label. Let's put these out of the way. I don't want to get too messy. Right, let's have a look. So we've got this one, which is a leaf. So that's far too big, that butterfly, I think. Okay, so let's find a nice label of some description. So we've got this one here. Let's have a look. So once again, I'm rifling through my bits and pieces. I quite like that one. Now I haven't inked round any of these, but that's something. Where did I put my? Let's quickly do that if we've got time. At least we might get one or two of these done. So just ink round that. Vintage photo. Ink around that. Okay, and we will pop this label on like so. Okay, now you can do, don't want to cover the whole window. See, there's a temptation to do that, but you can see once you put something in there, you want it to show through. So obviously that's a better size. You can see that through there. That would be a nice one to go in there, actually. The mushrooms in the background. Okay, so that's that one. Sorry, I've just knocked that again. Okay, let's have a look at this one. We don't need to put much on this because we've do you know, I'm worrying that Alexa's forgotten me and she won't tell me when it's time. So you can decorate them however you want, with whatever you want. I feel something narrow would be nice. Like maybe a word. Let's cut this word out. Okay. Cover that up. Right. Okay, so shall we put this on the back of something, I think, for it to show up. So let's see if we've got any stickers hanging around. We can layer it up with a bit of paper somehow. That's quite nice. We could layer it up with that. Just make that straight. It's just literally a scrap of scrapbook paper. Never throw anything away. Okay, so I'm going to pop that there in the corner, and I'm going to attempt, although I've got very sticky fingers now, to pop that on there, and then you can always embellish that further when you put it, you know, when you decide what you're going to do with it. So that's number 2. Goes there. Now let's see this one. We've already got this, we just want a little label to go down the bottom, I think. Something, I don't know. Let's think around this, because this looks quite, so I'm going to give it a bit of a distress, because it looks a little bit pale to me. It's not vintage book page. That's better. I like that better. Right. Okay, so we can have a number like so. See if we've got anything in here. We've got a nice coupon sticker there. That's quite nice. We'll put that on, I think. This is going to be hopeless trying to get this peeled. Oh, it obviously heard me, because as I said that, it came away. I'm just going to go round the edges, and I'm going to stick that like that. So that's enough on that one, I think. Let's see, what about this one? Oh, we could have a nice number there. That's quite nice. Oh, this is nice. I quite like that. Okay, let's do the same. We'll grungy that up a bit. Do whatever you like. It's entirely up to you. Okay. And oh, will I beat the time, do you think? Or just going to nip that bit off that's shown. Alexa, stop. Well, that worked, that timer. I'm amazed. So the only two we didn't have time to embellish were these two, which have got the kind of butterfly stamping on. So, you know, I won't do them now because that would be cheating, I think. But, you know, I have got things like this one. Could have a kind of a butterfly in the corner, just something simple like that. So yes, so I will do those off camera, but we have, let's put this back on this lid. So we have here, we have 3 tall ones and shortish one, and these 2 here that haven't been done but have been stamped really. So we have all those that we've done today, and those are the Roxy's weekly challenge number 31. Don't know what week that was, whether it was last year, and they're called transparent book page pockets, and that is so simple, even I was able to do them. So hope you enjoyed that. You know, be nice to have a particular thing to do them in a theme, you know, for something special, but there you are. Hope you enjoyed that. Take care. Bye bye.